All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be dialing in from. I'm really excited to be sharing with you this opportunity called Akashx X. And as we are, approaching the end of the year, I believe we've got one of the best platforms out there to really help you take advantage of what is happening in the financial markets right here, right now, with people that can take you to whatever level that you may be looking to achieve. And that's a pretty bold statement. And so I'm going to take a few minutes to go through what we have on our hands here, talk about a company that's called Akashx. In the mix of that, guys, I'm going to also talk about the parent company that makes this all possible, because without them, we don't have Akashx. So that's really important on what we have on our hands. It's really important for me as well when I was evaluating this. And I'll tell you a bit of my backstory as we're going through the presentation. Like I said, you'll be hearing from people who have invited you on to this call tonight, Coach Safi, Manny, and maybe anybody else who's invited you on to the call tonight. We will be sharing you why we're excited about Akashx X. So, three things it says here that everybody wants. I would say at least three things. There's an extensive list of things, but for sure, money in the 21st century in the Western world is like right up there with oxygen, right? Everybody wants as much money that they can get their hands on, because we are living in, you know, challenging times, just to put it lightly. All right. And what I like on the other side of it is that you have people who may have a lot of time but not have the money. So money is great. It's great. It's a tool at the end of the day. And if you have money but don't have the time, then it may not be the right balance. So we're talking about getting the right balance. And so having a lot of time in your hands but no money may not be the ideal scenario for yourself. But if you can marry the two together, you're going to create a lifestyle for yourself. And I personally believe Akashx has really identified a market that is needed, like a niche in the market that is needed, i.e., people who want to make lots of money or just make money, period, to cover themselves or make enough passive income so they can take care of their whatever their functionalities are in life, whatever their commitments are, responsibilities are. So if you can do that, and which I believe are car checks, and you'll see over the next several minutes, if you can bridge that gap to help those who may have money but not enough time, and those who have a lot of time but not enough money, then it takes care of a massive challenge that's out there. People working several jobs, still not making ends meet, right? And people who have, looking for an opportunity, but a lot of the times, unfortunately in this industry, people haven't got your best interests at heart. Let's just put it like that. People are more interested in how much money they can scam from people and they can rug pull, rather than actually how they can bless and help you advance yourself. So I'm going to talk about this cash flow quadrant. You've probably seen it in different formats, made famous by Robert Kiyosaki, where he talked about, and it really kind of made it clear on which side of the quadrant that people are located. I mean, I've been in, this space for decades, guys, and this hasn't changed, right? From all those years, that 1% of people pretty much control 99% of the wealth in the world, right? So why isn't that changed? Everything is done by design. As I've got older, I've realized, hey, this isn't just happenstance. Why we are taught a certain way to do a certain thing, and certain other people, they have different conversations around their dining table. Okay, so when you have different conversations and you have access to different things, then you end up getting a different result. I mean, would you agree with me? We're putting up the mics. I'll probably get a few yeses, maybe a few amens on that. Okay, so we're talking about how do you get into this elite group of 5% of income owners, where income earners, where the business owners and the investors live. Well, how do you get there? You normally have to be really well connected, very fortunate. You may just, somebody may mentor you, or you come across somebody who can steer you on the right path. But for the most part of it, my friends, is that we're conditioned. We do things in a certain way because we learn by watching. Our parents, growing up. I just talk about myself. Growing up, I saw them go to work. So guess what? When I came of age, that's exactly what I was going to do, until I had an opportunity to change that trajectory for myself because I came across people that were earning money, not your regular 9 to 5, but they found a way to supplement their income. And now, as a result of that, I've been able to be full time in what I'm doing now for almost 10 years. So it's just information, my friends. And this is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here just literally presenting information for educational purposes only. If you need financial advice, please seek a financial advisor. But what I'm going to share with you today is not theory, my friends. What I'm sharing with you works, and it's been working extremely well for a lot of people. Now, so 60% of people work for somebody else, 35%, are self-employed, almost like a high-end paid job, that they're working for themselves. Sometimes they can't even take time off because they're the business. And if anything happens to them, God forbid, their business doesn't function. So if you don't have leverage in your life, my friends, you will always be at the mercy of your ability to be able to earn money in a linear fashion. And when I talk about linear fashion, I'm talking about earning money that is exchanged for time. I spoke to you earlier about time and money. I just want to reinforce this. Time and money, my friends. If you have to give up your time for money, there's only so many hours physically in a day that you can do that. And there's so many hours in your lifetime that your body can physically do that at a level that you was maybe able to do in your younger years. There's going to be a point where the tipping point, as we know with retirement, when people get to retirement age, they earn a third of what they were earning when they were working a full time. And in the full time life, they weren't able to live on what they were earning when they were at their peak of their powers. So something has to give, my friends. So if you're not looking at something, and I really applaud you for taking some of your time to look at what we're sharing with you today, because that's all we have, is our most precious commodity is time. We cannot guarantee tomorrow. What can we do today? Where can we get leverage so that we are not our only source of income? So Akashx is an educational platform. Now, if you're anything like myself, I've spent thousands, my friends, like over 10,000, probably 20,000 on educating myself. When I first got into the job industry, I was very fortunate. I was blessed beyond my belief. When I look back at my career, I was blessed highly. And I got into, USB Wahlbergs, my first contract in London. And I was there working at this, investment bank. I didn't know nothing about investment banks, but it was almost like this was my destiny. This was my path I was going to go down. I went from there to be on the dealing floor at JP Morgan and seeing traders like with their big screens and making a lot of noise and making a lot of money. My eyes just got big, like so big. I'm like, wow, this is the industry I need to be in. I was IT, guys. I was just there. I was making sure that their systems were operational because I knew if their systems went down, they were losing money. All right. So we're going to talk about, my friends, one of the biggest markets on the planet, which is the financial markets. And it's up to that point in my early years working there, I thought, man, there's no way I can get into this elite group of traders. And things have changed big time, guys. Everybody now who has a cell phone in their hand that you made it on this Zoom are in a position to make more money than some of those people I used to work with. I find that absolutely mind blowing. I don't know about yourself, but I find that absolutely mind blowing that we are now in a time like no other. And what you do with this time is totally down to you, but we won't ever have that excuse that we never have an opportunity to change our financial destiny. Okay, so this launched 2020, part of what we call My DC, My Daily Choice. And I'm going to talk about My Daily Choice towards the back end because I've been, on so many Zooms, so many presentations, I've seen so many opportunities. We never get to know who the owners of these companies are. We see a nice presentation, but that's about it. And next thing you know, the company's gone. What I love about My DC, before we even talk about Akashx, they are a brand, my friends. Okay, they've been around for over 10 years. The same CEOs that launched it 10 years ago are the same CEOs are with it today. I find that absolutely another mind-blowing thing. Guys, if you are one of those people who take notes, I want you to take note of that because in this industry, to find a company that's stable, that's debt-free, where you get a chance to meet the owners, and if you guys are in the UK, and even if you're not in the UK, I'm going to strongly recommend, there's an event coming up. I'm going to strongly recommend get to meet the owners, know who they are. I got a chance to do that in Toronto. They're going to be in London. And I will definitely be getting on a plane myself so that I get a chance to meet them again. Because I spoke to you earlier, guys, about proximity, getting around people who are maybe in life where you might want to be. You may not want to follow them, you may not want to copy them, but you may want their results. What are they doing to be debt free in their 30s, running a network marketing company that is totally debt free, privately owned, and they are well connected? Like you want, for me, I want to get around that. Okay. So everything is in house. There's no third party. There's no other shenanigans that could take place. The stories that happen with some of these financial companies because they run out of liquidity, they run out of money, they wrote the wrong compensation plan, and they realize the leaders are making too much money and we're not making enough. This is a debt-free 10-year-old company. I just want to kind of ram that home, guys, because in the last 10 years, I've been involved in the crypto space since 2015. I've given literally millions of dollars away to wallets, to companies that I will never see again. And I just, I'm fine with it. It's part of my learning, part of my education, but you do not have to go through that with what we're sharing with you tonight, okay? Because these guys do not touch your money. In fact, on the flip side, they give you money, right? Yeah, you heard me right. They're going to give you money to trade connected to 6 and 7 figure earners, traders that we're connected to in Akashx. I mean, seriously, guys, this is a game changer. So I spoke extensively about what we're doing. We're dealing with the Forex market, which is literally just in its simplest format, on its simplest terms, you're exchanging one currency for another. All right. When I was traveling recently in the UK and Barbados. Guess what? I had to change pounds up from my existing dollars, right? And then when I went to Barbados, I had to then also change into their local currency. In fact, they want US dollars more than anything else, right? Pretty much like going to Jamaica, they want US dollars. So it's just exchanging one currency for another. That is in its, this basic format. Now, how, my friends, how do you end up making money from a market where you don't even know anything about? Like you could be intimidated thinking about trading. You could be intimidated thinking about the Forex market. Like I said at the start of this Zoom, Akashx have created a way, my friends, with your cell phone in your hand, an app that connects you to their traders so that you do not need to be the trader knowing about Fibonacci levels and retracements and all this stuff. Now, if you want it, know it, we got it for you. Make no mistake. We're going to show you how easy it is to get involved in this. So guys, pop quiz. This company I mentioned, My Daily Choice, it's a huge company, right? They're three big niche areas they're involved in. We've got health and wellness. We've got travel, huge industries. We've got the financial markets. Out of those three markets, my friends, which one do you believe is the biggest? Just type it in the chat for me. Do you think it's the health and wellness industry? Do you think it's the travel industry? Do you think it's the financial industry? Who do we have? You might win a prize. I don't know. But who do we have? Financial. I'm seeing financial. Any other takers, guys? The travel industry, guys, a $2 trillion industry. The health and wellness industry, they project it to be like almost $10 billion by 2033. But the financial market, I know I'm throwing a curveball in there to see if I can get you off the track. So everyone is pretty much saying the financial markets. And you will be 100% right, my friends. Health is a huge market. And again, great answers. But without a doubt, my friend, without a shadow of a doubt, the financial markets, just the Forex market alone, I want to highlight something to you because when I started out, it was nowhere this big as it is now. And so with what we have, to make it even easier to get this money, I want to highlight this. This does $7.5 trillion daily, Monday to Friday, $7.5 trillion daily. Okay. I'm not even going to talk about the crypto market, which is a baby market right now, just the Forex market alone, which is why when I first got into this space, I didn't really know these guys were trading, what they were trading, but I knew that they were trading currency, one currency against the other. And when I got to Goldman Sachs, that really kind of that was my education, guys. I didn't go college for that. I went college for technical stuff, but that the technical stuff had a limit. This stuff here now, this is generational stuff, my friends. Okay, so you can learn this stuff and pass this down to your loved ones and create enough wealth. I personally believe between the now, right now, where you are seated on the 9th of December 2024, over the next 18 to 24 months, you can make more money than you've ever made before in your whole existence. But it's all about being educated. Okay. So that's that said. The digital currency market, oh my goodness. For those of you that were on the call last night, please, if you were on the call last night with Ahmed, please put a two in the chat for me. Please put a two in the chat if you was on that call last night. The guy was dropping serious fire. Now, just to give context, for those of you who aren't in Akashx right now, this gentleman who lives in Canada, he has he has a really, really good way of trading crypto. And every single one of us, all right, that is part of Akashx, and even those who weren't, because it was an open public call, they got a chance to hear from him, and he gave out about 8 different cryptos on that call worth holding that could potentially do 5x, 10x. Hey, we're not financial advisors, but this is just analysis and this is information that we're sharing. Okay, so if you wasn't on that call and if you're part of Akashx, you'll know about this guy. You can go on his sessions, and he typically gives out tokens on his session worth looking at. Okay, now when he came to Toronto, one thing he did, he lined up about 8 guys. They were all gentlemen, they were all guys, young guys, and over the last several months, not even years, I was about to say years, last several months, they had tripled, for the most part, their portfolio holdings in a what we call a bear market. Now, just last night, he showed, and the CEO, again, which I love this company, these guys, they're so connected. We have, my friends, CEOs who know what they're doing, like in the space that I'm talking about. It's not like, oh yeah, we'll just hand it over to this guy and over to that guy. The top earners in the industry is a lady, and she is a CEO of My Daily Choice. Not only that, my friends, she is a top-notch Bitcoin trader. Just for you and your membership, for you being part of Akashx, guess what? You get a chance to trade alongside her in her private group. This is like a value add that I would comfortably pay the admission for on its own. Guys, we don't know how blessed that situation that I've just told you about is. I could pretty much could be done with the call at this point. This is the type of level of value add we get for being part of Akashx. And then we're talking about the stock market on top of that. So guys, we literally have everything here for you to succeed in the financial markets. So we know the trading industry, as you guys have given us the answer, is the biggest market. Now, it's set to grow by another $1.94 trillion, guys, during this time period we're talking about to 2026. It's only getting bigger, guys. We're not in a market that's contracting. Talking about the crypto market, it's a baby right now. It's a baby. But the amount of money that's pouring in, we just saw some historic things that have never happened before. I've been in crypto since 2015, telling people to get in Bitcoin when it was at $500. And people thought it was expensive when I told them it was $500. They're not wishing that now. They're wishing they had that machine. You know that for those of you who like to watch Back to the Future, they wish they had that car. They could go back with Marty, right? And say, you know what? Let me buy a few Bitcoin back in 2015 and let's go back to 2024. I'm sure if we all had that capability. But guess what, guys? We don't need to worry about what's happened. Let's move forward. I'm not one to dwell on the past too much. I've had Bitcoin. I've lost Bitcoin. I've given Bitcoin to traders. They've gone and blown it or they've ended up in prison. Hey, guess what? It's life. The main thing is, guys, every single one of you having a massive opportunity to make a ton of money. And it's down to you what you do with it, with the information we're going to share with you. One thing I love about this, guys, is that Trading is recession proof. Okay. In fact, you guys may have heard a great interview by a guy who used to work at, I think he used to work at Goldman's, but he did he said something, and he's a very good trader. I followed this guy from the UK. He said something which the BBC interviewer was kind of shocked. And he was like, man, recessions are great. We love recessions. And it's true. Okay, they love it. Bankers love volatility. When COVID happened, when there's a big crash in the market, when gold, I've made the biggest money ever when the war broke out in Ukraine. Okay, I was in gold. I made about 12,000 that night. I could have probably made another, just one trade. I could have probably done another 12,000 as it was going down, but I was too ecstatic with what happened. We love volatility. We love the market, loves it, guys. So be on the right side of the fence. You do not need to be a victim of circumstance. The other thing that I mentioned is that, which is happening right before your very eyes, 50% of the world's jobs will be eliminated by AI. Now, I was in the UK just recently, literally a few weeks ago. I went there for an AI conference, and the things that AI is doing is absolutely mind blowing. I'm so, I'm blown away. And not to say that just because AI is there, it's taking jobs. There's actually case studies where there's been more jobs created because of AI. So it's not all doom and gloom, but yeah, for sure. If you are not equipped for the world that's coming, guys, then you're just going to get left behind. And there's no reason for you to be left behind. All right. So let's talk about the phases in the Akashx. We're talking about the first phase, guys. This, for me, is an absolute game changer. You have the ability here, without a shadow of a doubt, to be tapping to trade. No, I'm not talking about, whether, just like clicking buttons randomly and not knowing what you're doing. We're talking about traders. In fact, on the call last night, again, I'll refer back to the call we had last night. There was another trader, not to say that all the traders are from Canada, but there is another trader that I connected with called Louis, and he spoke about his journey. And, we've got these traders. He's a seven-figure trader, and we've got six-figure traders. And what they do, guys, they do the analysis, they do the heavy lifting, so that when the trades come to you on your phone, guess what you do? You press approve. Now, if you've ever had a notification on your phone, all right, training over. You're qualified. You're qualified to take the trades. So step one, you're going to connect to your broker. We're going to actually talk about you getting funding from what we call a prop firm towards the end of the call. You're going to then receive the trades from what we call a trade alert. Pops up on your phone. Step three, you choose to approve the trade or not. Now, we have many traders, and we have a list of traders that are the most profitable traders that we follow. And then step number four, ideally secure profits. Now, let me just tell you something. You're not going to win every trade, guys. Let me just get that out of the way. You're not going to win every single trade. I think there's only one person that I met was a currency trader, and for 3 years, he never lost a trade. Never lost a trade. That's very exceptional. And those were probably swing trades where trades don't last 10, 15 minutes. They last weeks, months. That's a very different type of trading we're dealing with here. So here, my friends, by you happening to trade, this is priority software for Akashx. For you, that makes life easy for everyday people to get on with what they're currently doing and make money whilst they're learning the ropes. I absolutely love this product. Okay, that's the first one. Second one, learning how to trade. That's a different ball game. Now, that's for you who want to, learn this skill. Be educated. Don't have to rely on anyone. This is for you, my friends. Whatever level you may be at, beginner, advanced, expert. You want to learn crypto. You want to know about, commodities and things of that, indices. All of this we have as part of Akashx. Okay, we've got educators that are just like Louis last night, guys. He said, and this blew me away. He said, I'm a retail trader. I've been trading retail, the markets for over 10 years. And this is the first guy that I know that had made over a million. He said he made his first $1 million trading the Asian session. Now, those of you who trade the markets, the Asian session isn't where the most volume is, right? But he made $1 million, and he shows a strategy, guys. And if you're part of Akashx and you don't know about this guy, you might want to learn that strategy. That might work within your time frame. He does a call. You'll see his schedule. And if you can't make the live, you just watch the recording all within the app. That's another benefit that we have here, guys. You can take trades alongside these traders. They're not just talking theory, they're showing you trades, and you can do what they do. Now, learn how to trade is by what I've just mentioned, the live sessions, connecting. One thing I really love about this, I don't know if for those of you guys who have spent money on educators, before Akashx came to my life, and just a quick backstory on how that happened. I was actually in Vegas in August, and I went there to, for some wellness conference and stuff like that. A friend of mine reached out to me, was telling me about a company that is doing trading, and they have an app where people are making money from, and they are giving funding. Once she said funding, I said, that's it. You don't need to tell me anything more. I'm in. I knew about the whole prop firm industry anyway, but when she said, yeah, they're giving people funding, I said, I'm in. Don't need to tell me anymore. My thing was this, guys. I wanted to, while we're shopping down and going down the Vegas Strip, for those of you who've been to Vegas, they've got this, crazy strip, short shops and everything like that you can go into. I just wanted to make money while I'm spending money. I wanted to be in that position. And so what happened for me, it was literally 2 days towards the probably end of my time in Vegas, probably 2 or 3 days when I heard about this. And when I flew from Philadelphia to Toronto, which is a short flight, I had my first trade alert. Trade alerts, when they come in, you copy and paste. Now, back in the day, right, back at school, we were scorned for copy and pasting, right? Here, you want to be good at copy and pasting. The more you can copy somebody here, the more money you're going to make, right? Back in the day, you'll be told off for doing that. I copied this trader that we were told to copy called Joel. Trades gold like crazy. The first trade I've ever done, I get on the flight, I put the trade on, and I get to Toronto. I look at my phone. I literally had to look about 2 or 3 times to say, wow, the numbers were just off the charts. Literally, I made so much money. I did actually over leverage. We won't go into detail tonight, but I did put a bit more than I should do. But I made way more than I expected in that short period of time. After that, I was all in, like lock, stock, and barrel, my friends, right? But just to tell you that these guys know what they're doing, right? I'm an aggressive trader, you might get to know that the way I trade. But these guys are really good. And with proper risk management, my friends, there's no reason why you cannot end up with live funding that you can withdraw from. We're going to talk about that towards the end, as I mentioned. So if you want to get more skin in the game, like I say, you want to learn a bit more, if you want to just dedicate 30 minutes a day, maybe it's 30 minutes that you don't watch something and you watch these sessions and you start to use one of these AI scanners. We spoke about AI before. How about using AI to make money for yourself? These got these AI scanners. There's got loads of different ones that you can select, and I love them. They're great. I'm only really looking at one of them called Smart Cash. Anything called Smart Cash, I'm in. I like that name, Smart Cash. Yeah, that's me. You're talking my language. And it shows you where you can get in to take these trades. You might not know nothing about trading, but if you can see where green arrow is and a red arrow, you're probably halfway there on, making money from this. They really helped it make it simplified, gamified it so that you can learn and earn essentially. So I love these results here. It's just again, income disclaimers. Past performance doesn't produce future earnings. We've got this tap to trade screenshots. His goal was, or her goal was, to make $100 a day. Guess what? They made 216 from the tap to trade. Do they need to trade anymore for that day? They shouldn't. One thing with trading is the more you trade, it doesn't necessarily mean more money. You need to know when to stop. So if that's your goal, and it's really important to set a goal, good stuff. Again, this is what we call a trade locker screen. This is what you will be getting given to you when you start with Akashx. And again, all green. This is obviously green's a good sign. And this last one I really like, not just because it's in Canada, but it's like by 10 a.m. they had made 300 profit on their account, and that's literally through what we call tap to trade. All right. So again, you're qualified. If you can press a button on your phone to approve a trade, you can set the risk levels. If you want to be, I wouldn't recommend being, really crazy risky. You can set it to whatever levels, 0.5%, quarter of a percent, and it works it all out for you. You don't have to worry about take profit levels and stop losses and entry. Guys, you have 2 minutes to approve the trade. Once you approve it, the traders manage the trade and close it out for you. I mean, seriously, guys, it is a game changer. So, how much does it all cost? I hear somebody asking. Was it me? It's $149 per month. If you don't like the monthly, we have a yearly. You might like that a lot more because there's tons more value in the yearly. We're literally giving you stuff to be part of the yearly. So whoever's invited you on can go through those yearly options with you. But what do you get? You get built in all what I've just shared with you guys to optimize your trading capabilities. Trade alerts that pop up on your phone that you approve. Advanced scanners that I shared with you just now. You've got the academy there. You want to learn this stuff really, and don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars. Help yourself. Like seriously, you choose the educator you like, you want to learn from that speaks your language, and go for it. It's all there, guys. You have a chance to meet these guys live when we have events. We have trade houses in different parts around the world where you can meet up on a regular with people who are trading. I'm going to be starting one myself in January in Canada. Guys, we've got something amazing on our hands. Simple as live sessions. You can trade with these guys and pay for yourself. Pay the 149 if that's an issue. But we also have another nice way that you don't need to ever pay another dollar after joining. And that, my friends, I'll come on to in a sec. Let me get some water. Need to hydrate myself. Now, we talked about lifestyle. We have a company, my friends, that has it all. Seriously, they have the travel element to it. When I joined, I only knew about the Akashx, the trading stuff. Then I made, I got my account, and then I had a very fortunate thing that happened for me. I upgraded my account with what I earned from the company, and now I've got the travel element. And just to let you know, I was in Barbados for about a week, and there was a resort that some people had stayed at. I was over there for a wedding, and I didn't use the Dream Trips. Now, Dream Trips is one of the biggest travel entities. Why are they doing that? Why are they calling me? Biggest entities out there. And we have acquired that company, right? We have acquired Dream Trips, right? It's a brand in itself, okay? Huge brand. Talk about luxury vacations, pennies on the dollar, concierge services. We actually got a Dream Trips planned for Prague next year that you can go to for a very discounted cost. This is all about, taking advantage of your membership, my friends. So if you've got time and money, freedom sorted out, guess what? You can take advantage of the travel, or you just want to save yourself on your next flight or your next hotel. Probably more hotel than the flight. That's where they really can do really well on. But back to my story, I could have saved myself a lot of money. I didn't go to the resort. I found another beautiful place I stayed at. But if I was to have stayed at this particular place where these other guys were, I looked on Booking, I looked on other stuff, and I compared it. And I'm like, wow, I would have saved myself some good money. So again, this is a real good membership. Now, to have that is 229. So if you want the travel element, if you know you're going to travel, and again, guys, if you really want to take advantage of this and you have the means, you don't want to pay the monthly, you can do a yearly membership. And with the yearly membership, they're giving you the cruise thrown in. They're literally giving you a 200, let's spill the beans now. They're giving you a $200,000 challenge account, not what everybody gets from the 149 level or the 229 level. You're getting a 229, a $200,000 account, guys. And do not believe for a minute that is forever. That offer, I believe, will end by the end of this year, where you may get something different, but you won't get a 200K account. So those people that don't want to pay the monthly membership, they can get a yearly membership, get all the travel to their blue in the face, and so much benefits. I believe if somebody had to individually get the bits that you would get and add it all together, it'll be over $5,000, and you're getting it actually for around $2,000 on the yearly. And then if you just want the travel on the yearly, there's another option there. Like I said, whoever's invited you can look at your options, and you can go from monthly to yearly anytime you want. You don't have to do it straight away and like, oh, I don't have the money, Christmas is coming. You don't have to do it right this minute, my friends. You can earn it, earn the money from it, and upgrade yourself in the platform. Now, how about not having any monthly whatsoever? We have a like a scholarship where you refer three of your friends, your family members, or anybody you know that wants to win in the crypto space, in the forex space, in the maybe coming soon in the future space. Guys, we've got it here, right? So you tell them, yeah, there's a platform here. You want to check it out. They're going to give you funding first and foremost, so you can actually make money without it coming out your pocket, and you're going to get paid per referral. So you can earn up to $120 for inviting minimum 120 for inviting three friends to join Akashx. And guess what, guys? The earnings doesn't stop there. I've never seen this done before. I've seen many companies that offer you 3 for 3, but then that's it. But they don't pay you a residual on those three ongoing. I'm like, guys, you are just you literally changed the game here. So not only are you getting paid with that, you're getting a recurring on those three customers. So guys, we're making it really easy here. You share your results, you know, with your friends, your community. You can get paid up to $40 to $50 per referral. And if you want to start growing now, the referral side of this, for those of you who are into building teams, who are into really leveraging your contacts and other people's contacts, I believe we've got one of the best comp plans I've ever seen. I didn't know all of that was here when I joined, but My Daily Choice has about 7 different ways you can get paid, from matching bonuses to income rank bonuses to residuals. I mean, they've got it all here. Unbelievable. Legacy income, guys. Grow a customer base just with 10 people and you could be making an extra $400 a month. These aren't 10 people that you even know. This could be a couple of people that you initially know to kick it off, and then it grows from there, because we're showing people how to duplicate and we have a system to do that. But essentially that's earning, can earn you an extra $400 a month. Tell me right now who does not need an extra $400 a month, even if it's to put it into a crypto of your choice or to pay your car note, and then grow that to even more. If you can grow it, as people have done, as you heard on the call last night, people were turning their profits from the trading into crypto and growing it even more. So it's like, wow. So guys, ladies, gentlemen, my time is up. This is what we have on our hands. This is what's got me real excited, and I hope it's raised your pulse level by a few, not too much, but by a little few today from what we're sharing. Guys, I'm going to hand it over to a couple of distinguished guests on the call, Coach Safi and Emmanuel Kai. I want them to come on and share why they're excited about this platform. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about the prop firm side of things that we have on our hands, and deal with any questions. So Coach Safi, or yeah, ladies first. Coach Safi, over to you. Do you want to take the floor? The mic is yours. Should be able to unmute. I'm just going to.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. Fantastic.
Okay, wonderful. I've just pulled over. I was driving, so I'll just quickly turn on my camera so everybody can see me and I can say hello. Sorry, the lighting is so terrible. Um, but hey everyone, I hope you guys are good. Thank you, Leroy, for this very, very, very informative presentation. I myself even learned some more today, which is always useful when joining any type of presentation after committing yourselves to any type of opportunity that's out there. I just want to say to everyone, my experience really, which is very, very, very short within Akashx, but previously before joining Akashx, I've been in this industry for about 4 years now. I started off my journey in a company where I was learning how to trade and also building teams within that company as well. I've been in multiple opportunities after that. Some have been amazing, some have not been so amazing. But what really drew me to Akashx is the funded challenges, to be completely honest with you. I've not personally seen that in any other opportunity that's out there. And guys, when I tell you, I get messages and phone calls on a daily basis or a weekly basis of people trying to share opportunities with me all the time. And one of my good friends, actually, Blockchain Kojo, he's been trying to share this opportunity with me as well for a number of weeks. But it's just been so hectic. But anyway, when I did get a chance to look at it, actually, I didn't really get a chance to look at it. I was over in Romania, and I had a quick phone call with Manny, and he put Leroy on the phone. And Leroy only had to say two things to me. One was the funded accounts. Second was a leader that I've been following and I really respect in this industry for years. And he has been so dedicated on one particular platform for the past 7 years. And to hear that he left that platform and now he was with Akashx, for me, that was the second thing that I needed to know in terms of integrity when it comes to a platform. I didn't really need to know much. You don't really need to sell me information. I just need to hear keywords and I'm kind of in. So I've been involved for about 2 weeks now. And I have, a small team so far. And I'm just really trying to encourage people to take a step outside of their comfort zones. I know that for some people will be very uncomfortable. I know that some people think of Forex and they think of having to know about numbers and have to be good with maths and science and having to look at the charts all day and really having to indulge yourself into the system in order to learn or earn. But with Akashx, they have made it super simple. One of my mentors used to use the analogy kiss. He used to say, if you want to do something, just kiss it. And it's keep it super simple. And Akashx they've done that. They've kept it so simple. If you want to be somebody who just plugs in to earn, just do the tap for trades. Even stretch yourself a little bit and do the copy paste trading. If you want to make money in this industry, you have to commit yourself to a level of learning. A lot of people look at Forex and they look at crypto and they look at all these online sort of opportunities and they think that they can get rich quick or get rich overnight, or they don't have to put a certain amount of effort in to make money. Your effort is going to pay you. If you put a little effort in, you're going to earn little money. If you put a medium level of effort in, you make medium money. But say to yourself, what is my goal? Do I want to make an extra £20 or dollars a day? Do I want to do $50? Do I want to do $100? You set your goal and bring yourself to that target. Nobody's going to do it for you. You may join under me, Leroy, Manny, somebody else on this call, but they cannot do it for you. You are going to have to take that responsibility to do it for yourself. But if you can learn how to use Facebook, how to use Instagram, how to use WhatsApp, all of these apps that were new to us at one stage, you can learn how to make money with Akashx, because guess what? Those other platforms don't actually pay you. But we have a mindset where we're willing to engage in loads of different activities that don't actually pay us. But when it comes to engaging in activities that will pay us, we're a little bit reluctant. Guess why? Because we have to pay to learn, right? But the more you pay to learn is the more in the end you will earn. So I just want to give you guys a word of encouragement from me. I didn't start from this level. I started pretty much where some of you are, not knowing anything about Forex, nothing at all. And I had to learn a lot to get to where I am. But Akashx has eliminated a lot of that. All you have to do, guys, is join, number one, connect your broker, number two, start copy trading, number three. And then once you get onto the challenge, we're talking a different level where you can be trading with OPM, other people's money. Okay. And this is the game changer with Akashx. Lots of people feel like you need to have hundreds of thousands or thousands of pounds or dollars in your trading account in order to make big money. Yes, you do. That's ideal. That's where you're going to make the big money. But realistically, normal people like you and me, £1,000 in our trading account is a lot to start with, right? But Akashx is saying we can actually give you an opportunity to trade on X amount, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. If you prove yourself that you're able to copy paste. Okay, so I just want to throw it out there, guys, and just let you know that it's an opportunity that you guys can, one, decide to get involved in, or two, say it's not for me. And it's okay, because this isn't for everybody. But you should at least give yourself the opportunity to find out if it's for you and then take it from there. So I just want to thank everybody for coming on, for taking your time. You know, we've been on for about an hour today. I know everybody's super busy, but you brought yourself here for a reason. I hope that you're able to take some of this information away and take action with the information you've got